What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of That Boy ETV. You already know, man, we are back on Mortal Kombat, and the patch finally dropped yesterday, so I am here with a commentary video to give y'all the patch notes, baby. So let's get into this. First, we're going to go over general gameplay adjustments, where they have the move list corrections, localization fixes. They fixed an issue that can cause player 2 to push their opponent away further during certain combo sequences. So that right there was the player 1 glitch that was addressed, and that's how they fixed it. Now they also have fixed an issue that could cause buffed combo attack strings and buffered 2-in-1 canceled non-enhanced special moves to not be performed if a cameo ambush attack that can be canceled or branched was executed with specific timing. So I'm not sure about this one. I don't think this one really affects me, but just so y'all know, it is here in the patch and they fixed it. And the last thing they got is they fixed an issue causing some of Striker and Sector's attacks to be unbreakable, man. So I know that was hella annoying that people had to go up against it because, hey, we need them breakers because these combos are ridiculous, man. But let's keep it moving, dog. Next, we got character-specific adjustments. So I'm going to go through each one. They have them listed in alphabetical order. So we're just going to go ahead and knock them out here. We got Ashra. They fixed an issue that could cause crushing knee, which is towards plus back kick, to pass through opponents while attacking. For Goro's cameo, the stomp is now higher priority when it and his partner's attack hit on the same frame. So now if you and Goro attacking at the same time, his stomp will now take priority over that, man. So that's a good update right there. Now we got Havoc, decaying guard, which is back punch, front punch, and flesh wound, back punch, no longer auto face. So all y'all Havoc mains, make sure y'all pay attention. You will no longer auto face the right way anymore. For the Jax cameo, for all y'all Raiden mains, ground pound is now higher priority when it and his partners attack in on the same frame. So the same thing with Jax as with Goro. If you hit at the same time, Jax's move will take priority. Alright, so remember that if y'all using these guys as cameos. So now we got Kung Lao. Concussion will now auto face when done on the landing frame after jumping over an opponent. So now you can, hey, for Kung Lao mains, that's a great buff right there, man. Being able to get the auto face after you land, that's great. That is really great. Now we have Shujinko's cameo, where the Mimic Ice Clone and Ice Ball will no longer be repeated by an opponent hit by time stop. Not really sure what that means, but hey, I don't really use Shujinko like that, but everyone that uses them as a cameo, make sure y'all are paying attention to this stuff, all right? Now, that's it for all of the character-specific adjustments, and then they have one big area of the patch, which is basically talking about how they fixed issues with the following attacks not working properly against high parry special moves. So, again, I'm going to list through everybody, and I'm just going to say their move that can now be parried with high parry special moves, right? For Ashra, her God's Wrath and Demon's Wrath can now be high parried, and her Light Ascension and Dark Ascension can also be parried by high parries. Baraka's Air Death Spin can no longer be high parried. His Reflex Tester, or back plus front punch, can no longer be high parried. Baraka's Bleeding Foot, back plus front kick, second hit can no longer be high parried. Right? We got General Shao. Power Strike can now be high parried. And his fixed parry inconsistency between Devastator and Classic Khan, both can no longer be high parried. Alright? Johnny Cage. His Ball Buster, his Raising Star, and his Shadow Kick can all now be high parried. So all those moves can now be high parried. His Ball Buster, his Rising Star, and Shadow Kick. I see Johnny Cage a lot, so make sure y'all are paying attention to that, because now high parrying on him is probably going to jump up in matches now that this is a thing. Alright? Kenshi's Seto stance, Lost Way, which is forward plus back punch, front punch. I don't know why they have it listed like this. Can no longer be high parried. So Seto's stance, Lost Way can no longer be high parried. Kung Lao's knee buckle can no longer be high parried. Li Mei's flipping heel and No Holds Barred can no longer be high parried. For Natara, you can no longer high parry Enhanced Bad Blood. For Raiden, his electric fly in the air and on the ground can no longer be high parried. For Rain, Enhanced Upflow and Geyser can no longer be high parried. For Reptile, the Death Roll and the Falling Fangs can no longer be high parried. For Scorpion, the Twist Kaio can now be high parried. For Shang Tsung, the Old Form Gold Kick can no longer be high parried. So some of these can no longer be high parried and some can now be high parried. So just make sure you pay attention to what I'm saying so you get it. Sindel, Enhanced Low Hairball on the first hit can now be high parried. Sub-Zero's Ice Slide can no longer be high parried. That's kind of weird. Why would his slide be able to get high parried? I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know people attempted to high parry a slide, which is a low. So I don't even understand why people are doing that. But last but not least, we got Tanya, whose drill kick can now be high parried. So there go all people. So we got a lot of changes on the high parry, moves that can and cannot be high parried. And we got a few character adjustments. With the character adjustments, I like the one for Goro. And I think the one for Kung Lao is really good with the auto face after, jumping over an opponent on his landing frame. So for all y'all Goro cameo users and Kung Lao mains, I really think y'all are eating this patch, man. But that is the full patch notes. I will continue to bring y'all news and updates. I will also have the link to the full patch notes down in the description for y'all if you want to go ahead and read it for yourself, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at ThatBoyETV. Now, let's get into almost said it there. Now, let's get into a match on Mortal Kombat, baby. I'm going to see y'all out there, man. I'm out. Peace.